Raider Nation, hold on tight. A future Hall of Fame quarterback could be heading to Las Vegas, and this might be the biggest move of the offseason. Could Aaron Rodgers really be suiting up in silver and black? We're diving deep into this massive rumor, so stay tuned. This is not just another wild rumor, it's a potential game-changing move that could redefine the future of the Raiders. But what are the chances of this actually happening? And more importantly, is Rodgers the missing piece to bring us back to dominance? Let's break it all down. Hey there, Raider Nation. Michelle here, bringing you the hottest Las Vegas Raiders news and updates. If you're a true Raiders fan, you're in the right place. We've got a lot to talk about, including this insane trade rumor surrounding Aaron Rodgers and the impact it could have on our team. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single update. And if you love talking Raiders football, smash that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments. Now let's get into it. Raider Nation, we're so close. The goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers, and with your help, I know we can make it happen. If you love this kind of Raiders content, hit that subscribe button and join us on this amazing journey. Every single subscription counts, and together we can show the strength of Raider Nation. Share this with your friends and let's spread the silver and black spirit. Let's do this and just win, baby. Let's be honest, last season was rough. A 4-13 record, finishing dead last in the AFC West, definitely not what we expected. Injuries, inconsistent quarterback play, and coaching instability made it a season to forget. But with the offseason here, it's time to focus on the rebuild. The Raiders have already made a huge move by hiring Pete Carroll as head coach. With a Super Bowl ring and years of experience, Carroll brings leadership and a winning mentality to a team that desperately needs direction. Could he be the man to turn things around? Antonio Pierce gave his all, but at the end of the day, the Raiders front office decided to move in a different direction. Enter Pete Carroll, a proven winner with experience at the highest level. The decision shocked some fans, but one thing is clear, Carroll isn't coming to Vegas to lose. With a strong defensive background and a history of building powerhouse teams, Carroll could be exactly what the Raiders need. The question is, will he be given the time and resources to reshape this roster? And more importantly, will he have the right quarterback under center? Speaking of quarterbacks, let's talk about the Raiders' situation. Last season was a revolving door at the position, with Minshew, O'Connell, and Ritter all seeing playing time. Injuries, inconsistency, and a lack of true leadership under center cost the Raiders big time. Minshew's broken clavicle and O'Connell's bone bruise exposed just how unstable the position was. So naturally, the Raiders are exploring every option to bring in a quarterback who can elevate this team to playoff contention, and that brings us to Aaron Rodgers. According to reports, the Raiders are considering making a move for Aaron Rodgers. Yes, you heard that right, the 4-time MVP and Super Bowl winning quarterback could be on his way to Las Vegas, but how realistic is this? Rodgers is still under contract with the Jets, but after a disappointing 5-12 season in New York, speculation is heating up that he could be on the move. If the Raiders pull this off, it would be one of the biggest trades in franchise history. Even at 40 years old, Rodgers is still one of the best in the game. Last season, he threw for 3,197 yards, 28 touchdowns, and completed 63% of his passes. That's the kind of production the Raiders have been missing. While the Jets struggled overall, Rodgers showed he still has plenty left in the tank. Could he be the missing piece to bring the Raiders back to relevancy? And more importantly, would he even want to come to Vegas? Let's not forget, we're talking about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, 10-time Pro Bowler. Rodgers has done it all. His resume speaks for itself. Adding a quarterback of Rodgers' caliber would immediately make the Raiders a legitimate contender. But does he still have the drive to chase another championship? And would he see Las Vegas as the right place to do it? The good news? The Raiders have around $92-60 million in cap space, giving them the financial flexibility to make a move. But trading for Rodgers wouldn't come cheap. His contract carries a hefty price tag. Would the Raiders be willing to invest that much in a veteran quarterback? Or should they look for a younger, long-term option instead? That's the million-dollar question facing the front office. Here's an interesting twist. Tom Brady, now a minority owner of the Raiders, could have a say in the decision. Imagine that, the GOAT helping decide if Aaron Rodgers should join the silver and black. Brady's influence on the franchise is growing, and his opinion could carry weight in the team's quarterback decision. Could he be the key to making this blockbuster move happen? While Rodgers is a major target, the Raiders have other options. Russell Wilson is rumored to be available, and the NFL draft offers some intriguing young quarterbacks. With the number 6 overall pick, The Raiders could look to build for the future rather than go all in on a veteran. Which direction should they take? Let me know in the comments. Amidst all the QB talk, let's not forget the Raiders are keeping Patrick Graham as defensive coordinator. Stability on defense is just as important as fixing the offense. Graham's unit showed flashes of promise last season, but consistency was an issue. With new leadership at the top, expect a more aggressive defensive approach in 2025. Fans are divided on the Rodgers rumors. Some see him as a savior while others worry about his age and contract. Raider Nation, where do you stand? Would you rather take a shot with Rodgers, or should the Raiders go younger at QB? Sound off in the comments. This is a massive decision that could define the Raiders' future. What do you think? Let's get the debate going in the comments. Thanks for watching, Raider Nation. Smash that like button, subscribe for more updates, and share this video with your fellow fans. Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next one. Hey there, Raider Nation. It's your diehard fan, Michelle, back with some electrifying news that's shaking up the NFL world. Imagine this, Russell Wilson donning the silver and black. Sounds wild, right? Well, the buzz is real, and we've got all the details coming your way. Just days ago, reports surfaced linking Russell Wilson to our Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL community is ablaze with speculation about this potential game-changing move. Adding fuel to the fire, the Raiders have brought in Pete Carroll as head coach. Carroll and Wilson share a storied history, having clinched a Super Bowl together in Seattle. Could this reunion be on the horizon? Last season, Wilson suited up for the Pittsburgh Steelers, leading them to a 6-1 start before facing challenges down the stretch. Now a free agent, he's exploring his options. Imagine Wilson facing off against his former team, the Denver Broncos, twice a year. The AFC West rivalry would reach new heights with Wilson in our corner. Beyond football, Las Vegas offers entertainment opportunities for Wilson's wife, Kiara. A potential residency in the entertainment capital could be an enticing prospect for the power couple. With Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew under center last season, the Raiders faced challenges at the quarterback position. Bringing in a seasoned veteran like Wilson could provide the stability we need. Wilson's current contract situation might allow the Raiders to sign him without a significant cap hit, making this move financially feasible. Holding the number 6 pick in the upcoming draft, the Raiders have options. Do we draft a young quarterback or bring in a proven leader like Wilson to guide the team? Reuniting with Carroll could reignite the chemistry that led to their previous success. Their combined experience could be the catalyst for a Raiders resurgence. Signing Wilson would not only bolster our roster, but also add a dramatic twist to our matchups against the Broncos, intensifying an already fierce rivalry. Raider Nation, we want to hear from you. How do you feel about the possibility of Russell Wilson leading our offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Experts are divided on this potential move. Some see it as a masterstroke, while others urge caution. We'll break down both sides of the argument. As the offseason progresses, all eyes are on the Raiders' front office. Will they make a bold move to secure Wilson's talents? With Wilson at the helm, the Raiders could become serious contenders in the AFC. His leadership and experience might be the missing pieces to our championship puzzle. Stay tuned, Raider Nation. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all things silver and black. Share your thoughts and let's keep this conversation going. Together, we'll navigate this thrilling off-season journey. Remember, the autumn wind is a Raider and the future looks bright. Go Raiders! Raider Nation, hold on to your seats. Rumors are swirling that Russell Wilson could be heading to Las Vegas to wear the iconic silver and black. After a disappointing stint with the Denver Broncos, the quarterback's future is uncertain, and the Raiders are emerging as one of the most talked about destinations. But does this move make sense? Wilson brings plenty of experience and a Super Bowl ring to the table, something few available QBs can offer. If the Raiders truly want to compete in the AFC West, this could be a bold and strategic move. When Wilson arrived in Denver, expectations were sky high. However, what followed was an inconsistent offense, an offensive line that failed to protect him, and a scheme that never seemed to fit his playstyle. The result? Frustrating seasons and an early exit from playoff contention. With below average numbers including a passer rating under 90, Denver's patience wore thin. Now the Broncos are ready to move on, and Wilson is looking for a fresh start. What better place than Las Vegas to rewrite his story? The Raiders had a rough year at the quarterback position. After Derek Carr's departure, the team bet on Jimmy Garoppolo, but injuries and underwhelming performances left the team struggling. Aiden O'Connell showed potential, but is he ready to be the guy? With a strengthening defense and a talented offensive group, a solid quarterback could be the missing piece to elevate the Raiders. Wilson may not be the same player he was in Seattle, but he still has enough talent to boost this team. Wilson is known for his ability to extend plays and connect on deep passes, something the Raiders could fully exploit. With Davante Adams as the primary target and a talented receiving core, a quarterback like Wilson could unlock the offense's full potential. Additionally, he brings playoff experience and a winning mentality, which could be crucial for a team looking to contend in the AFC West. If the coaching staff can build a scheme around his strengths, the Raiders could finally achieve the stability they've been searching for at quarterback. While the Raiders evaluate their next moves, the Chiefs are dealing with problems of their own. Rashee Rice, one of Patrick Mahomes' top targets, suffered a serious injury, creating uncertainty around the offense. This opens up a window for the Raiders to close the gap in the division. If Las Vegas makes the right offseason moves and takes advantage of the Chiefs' struggles, their dominance in the AFC West could finally be challenged. New Raiders general manager John Spytek has an impressive track record of finding talent. During his time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he helped build one of the league's most explosive offenses by bringing in receivers like Chris Godwin and Trey Palmer. Now, with the mission to turn the Raiders into an offensive powerhouse, Spytek could replicate that success in Vegas. The search for reinforcements shouldn't be limited to a quarterback. Adding weapons to the passing game is also a top priority. The Raiders need more talent in their receiving core, especially with Jacoby Myers entering the final year of his contract. He has been a reliable target, but the team needs a dominant perimeter presence to balance the offense. Players like Chris Godwin could be a strategic addition to give the Raiders' future QB an elite receiver duo. With Spytek's history of finding talent at this position, he might have a plan to strengthen the group without using high draft picks. The Raiders hold the 6th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, making their decision crucial for the franchise's future. Many analysts suggest prioritizing a quarterback, but there's also the option of strengthening other areas before selecting one. Tadeo McMillan has emerged as a potential target for the Raiders. A talented wide receiver who can make an immediate impact and grow with the team, he could be a key piece for the offense's future. While the offense needs reinforcements, the Raiders' defense also has gaps to fill. The team is expected to pursue experienced free agents to add depth and leadership. Players like Chiefs linebacker Nick Bolton and Commander safety Jeremy Chin are potential targets who could bolster the unit. With the defense steadily improving, strategic additions could turn the Raiders into a well-balanced and competitive team. For these moves to be possible, the Raiders must manage their salary cap wisely. Key contract decisions and restructuring will be necessary to ensure financial flexibility. The good news is that Spytek has experience handling these situations and knows how to build a competitive team without compromising the franchise's long-term financial stability. Wilson's potential arrival and other key moves could shake up the AFC West. The Chiefs remain the favorites, but the Raiders are preparing to become a much more dangerous contender next season. With the Broncos and Chargers also looking to reorganize, the division may be more open than ever. This makes every Raiders decision even more crucial for their success in the coming years. Fans are divided over the possibility of Russell Wilson wearing the Raiders jersey. Some believe he still has plenty to offer, while others fear he is past his prime and that the team should focus on a young QB in the draft. Regardless of the decision, one thing is clear: the Raider Nation wants a competitive team that fights for the playoffs. The expectations for this offseason are sky high. Pete Carroll arrives in Las Vegas with the mission of transforming the Raiders into a legitimate contender. He knows Russell Wilson well from their Seattle days and could play a key role in deciding whether to bring him in. The pressure is on for the Raiders to make the right moves and build a team capable of competing at the highest level next season. The coming weeks will be crucial for the Raiders' future. Free agency negotiations and draft decisions will shape the team's trajectory. Stay tuned, Raider Nation. We'll be following everything closely and bringing you the latest updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts on Russell Wilson joining the Raiders, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Until next time, and as always, go Raiders. Raider Nation, buckle up because this one's huge. Shocking rumors are swirling that Russell Wilson could be heading to Las Vegas. But wait, there's more. The Chiefs, our biggest division rivals, are facing serious internal trouble that could shake up the entire AFC West. Could this be the perfect opportunity for the Raiders to rise? Let's break it all down right now. If you're a true Raiders fan, you already know we bring you everything about the silver and black with passion and intensity. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and get ready because this video is packed with game-changing news. For those who may have forgotten, Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson were one of the most dominant duos in the NFL when they were together in Seattle. They led the Seahawks to 2 Super Bowls, winning 1 in 2014. Now with Carroll taking over the Raiders, rumors are swirling about a possible reunion. Wilson isn't the same player he was a decade ago, but he's still an experienced quarterback who could bring stability to our offense. And after the quarterback disaster we witnessed in 2024, could he be the solution we need? Wilson started strong with the Pittsburgh Steelers last season, leading them to an impressive 6-1 record early on, but the end was brutal. Pittsburgh collapsed, lost their final games and got eliminated from the playoffs without much of a fight. Now Wilson is a free agent looking for a fresh start. The big question here is, does Russell Wilson still have what it takes? His arm is still solid, but his mobility isn't what it used to be. If the Raiders provide him with a strong offensive line and weapons like Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers, could he revive his career in Vegas? Let's be honest, quarterback play was one of the biggest problems for the Raiders last season. Aiden O'Connell had flashes of potential, Gardner Minshew brought energy, but in the end, we just weren't consistent enough to compete at a high level. We need a reliable leader under center. So here's the question. Should the Raiders take a chance on a veteran like Wilson, or should they use their number 6 pick in the draft to bring in a young franchise quarterback? This decision could define the future of the team for years to come. The financial side of things matters too. Wilson has already earned a massive fortune in his career, so the Raiders could potentially offer him a team-friendly, incentive-based deal. That way, we could still have enough cap space to strengthen other areas of the roster. If the front office plays this smart, we could bring in a veteran QB without jeopardizing the future of the franchise. But is this a gamble worth taking? If the Raiders decide not to go after Wilson, the logical move would be drafting a quarterback. With the number 6 pick, we could land a promising talent like Jaden Daniels or Drake May, but developing a rookie takes time. And that's where a veteran like Wilson could come in handy. He could serve as a mentor while keeping the team competitive in the short term, allowing a young QB to learn and develop properly. While the Raiders are figuring things out, the Kansas City Chiefs are reportedly dealing with some serious internal issues. Sources say that tensions are rising behind the scenes. Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent, but even he can struggle if the structure around him starts falling apart. With uncertainty in their roster and contract situations up in the air, the Chiefs might not be as dominant in 2025. Could this be the window the Raiders have been waiting for to climb back to the top of the AFC West? Speaking of talent, we can't overlook one of the most underrated players on this team, Jacoby Myers. He arrived in Vegas without much hype, but in 2024-25 he had the best season of his career, surpassing 1,000 receiving yards for the first time. The most impressive part? He wasn't a first-round pick, didn't have an easy road in the NFL. Myers grinded, improved every season, and is now a crucial piece of the Raiders' offense. Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers pulled off something rare. 2 Raiders receivers with over 1,000 yards in the same season. That has only happened 3 times before in franchise history. This proves that the Raiders' offense has serious potential. If we can solve the quarterback situation, this team could be dangerous in 2025. Now it's time for the front office to make some crucial decisions. Do we invest in the draft, go after a veteran like Wilson, or gamble on Minshew and O'Connell for another season? What we know for sure is that this offseason will shape the future of the Raiders. A wrong move could set us back years, but the right one could make us playoff contenders again. Now I want to hear from you, Raider Nation. What do you think about the possibility of Russell Wilson coming to Vegas? Do you think he still has what it takes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and let's debate like the die-hard Raiders fans we are. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Raiders update. And if you got a friend who needs to hear these rumors, share this video with them. The more Raider Nation stays connected, the better. The future of the Raiders is being shaped right now, and we're going to follow every step of the journey together. Stay tuned, because the 2025 season is shaping up to be unforgettable. And as always, go Raiders!